Thank you, Kane. Thanks for having me, guys. I didn't think this many Singaporeans would show up for a Malaysian.
Vishen, on behalf of Industry Rockstar, ZGM Marketing, Patricia, Calvin, myself, and Singapore, thank you so much for being here. It's a pleasure and an honor to have you here. So thank you.
Sure, it's a pleasure. And this is my first time speaking in Singapore, so I have no idea what to expect. But I look forward to it, and I'm happy to get invited here to come and share what I can share.
We're going to treat them good. Yes, team? Yeah, good. Okay, so let's just dive right in. For people who don't really know your story, can you share with how you got to here?
Got it. Okay. So let me go back. 2001. 2001, I was about 25, 26 years old. I recently graduated, and I moved to Silicon Valley. And I moved to Silicon Valley with big dreams. I had borrowed about $30,000 from my father to start a company, right? And my timing, in a word, completely sucked. The bubble burst that year. And I'm sure you guys remember that time when that dot-com bubble burst. Companies all around the world were collapsing. So I moved to Silicon Valley just months before that bubble burst, and I lost everything. I lost this money that I'd borrowed from my dad. I lost all my savings. The company I wanted to start, which was a stupid idea anyway, obviously never got funded. And I found myself completely broke and renting a couch from a college student. I didn't even have enough money for rent. I wasn't homeless because I had that couch. And it was like a two-seater couch, so my legs would like hang off at night when I slept. And I never told my parents, because Malaysian parents, I guess are like Singaporean parents, they would freak out if they knew this was happening. So I was just sending out my resume to every company I could find on the web that was hiring. But the economy was so bad, companies were not even paying a base salary. So I got this job with this technology company that was selling technology to law firms, right? And we had to go to the San Francisco Public Library, check out the Yellow Pages. You guys remember what the Yellow Pages were, right? That big, thick book before the internet really got popular. And we had to go down the list and just randomly call up people. It was the most miserable job you can imagine. So here I was, this Malaysian kid with this accent, calling up lawyers in Texas, trying to sell them on technology. And American lawyers are the worst people you want to try to sell anything to, because every argument you have, they will crush it. And firstly, they couldn't even pronounce my name Vishen, so I had to become Vishen Lakhiani and be, I presume, Italian or something on the phone, just so they would take me serious. So in the midst of this, I was miserable. I can't remember what happened. I know I got online on Google. Google was a very new website back then, and I was searching for answers. And maybe I typed in, why does life suck so bad? Or maybe I typed in how to find career success. I don't remember what I typed in, but what I found was a class in meditation. So I flew to LA to take this class in meditation. And that class did something to me. I discovered that there was so much more to what we can do as human beings. I came back to work, and in 1 week, I doubled my sales. 1 week, right? Doubling. Not a steady growth, doubled. A month later, I doubled it again. A few months later, I doubled it again. In a span of about 4 months, I got promoted 3 times. I was 26, and I was now director of sales for this entire company. But a lot of it happened because as I got into meditation, I started seeing all of these abilities that are inherent in us as human beings, but school never bothered to teach you. And I realized how crucial these things were. So I stayed with that company for about 18 more months, then I decided to quit. And when I quit, I wanted to start something on my own. And remember what Nelson Mandela said, right? Mandela said, if you want to change the world, change education. So I thought, well, why don't I start an education company? I had a degree in computer engineering, so I built my own website. I became certified as a meditation instructor, and I started teaching meditation in New York. That, to me, was education. It wasn't the stuff you learn in school. That's knowledge. What I wanted to teach was profound wisdom. So I became a meditation instructor, which basically is like being a yoga instructor or a fitness instructor. It's one of the fastest ways you can go broke in life. But I had one edge. I was a computer engineer. I could build a website. I knew how to, how to get people to this website. And so I was able to fill my classes. And that little website is what today is Mindvalley. Today, we are widely considered, in America, even though we are based in Malaysia, we're an American company, the most innovative company in the personal growth space. And so we work with many of the legendary authors out there and build some of the top quality apps and learning programs to help human beings unlock their true potential. And that's where I am today.
Wow. I had no idea that we had the couch thing in common. I feel like a kinship now.
A lot of us have our couch stories.
Yeah, a lot of couch stories. That's true. So, the topic here today is extraordinary business. You have absolutely built an extraordinary business. And I think my question for you is, what is an extraordinary business to you? And as a follow-up, what does someone need to do to build an extraordinary business? So there's businesses, and then there's extraordinary businesses.
So Kane, you asked me that question, right? And I wrote down a simple message I wanted to share with the audience here, which I think is very relevant. Okay, so you said this: a business is the direct reflection of the business owner. You said that about 90 minutes ago. Yeah. Thank you for saying that. That's really, really, really true. Most of us, however, forget that. Yep. So we build businesses which are not reflections of who we are, but reflections on what our father or our mother or our school teacher or our government said we should do. Be an accountant, be an engineer. And this is why so many of us wake up one day at the age of 40 or 50 or 60 wondering, what the heck happened to my life? Why do I hate my job? That's not what you want to do. The famous American writer Hunter S. Thompson in 1953, a friend of his asked him, Hunter, what is the best advice you can give me? Now, this is the guy that wrote the book Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. He's a famous writer. Johnny Depp played him twice in 2 different movies. And he said something really crucial in that letter to his friend. He said, we make ourselves adapt to goals. But the thing is, these goals, they are not our goals. They are goals of society or of our culture or of our parents or of our school. Instead, what you want to do is you want to make your goals bend to your core, to your values, to your ideals, to what makes you happy. Now that is where most business and most entrepreneurs make a mistake. Yeah. If you can set a business that is aligned to your core, that's when success comes. So the question is, what does that look like, right? So I listed down a couple of questions you want to think about. The first question is, when you're setting a goal for your business, please, people, please, because I don't want you to wake up another day dreading what you do. Do you know, in a Gallup study, 54% of Americans dislike their jobs. 54%. That's the majority of people in the world's, one of the world's wealthiest countries. And it's true in Singapore as well. I don't know the percentage for Singapore, but I do know this. 1 in 4 Singaporeans, according to the NTU, are clinically depressed. The question is, we make dumb choices. So how do you make sure that you're not making a dumb choice? Firstly, when you're setting a goal for your business, ask yourself this question. And this should be a goal. And that goal that you're going to write down, and if you have a notebook, take this down. How do you want to feel getting up every morning, getting ready to go to work? How do you want to feel? Do you want to feel dread and anxiety like I did when I was working selling technology to law firms? Or do you want to feel excited? Do you want to feel that you can't wait to get to the office? How do you want to feel? If you can make that a goal and write down those feelings, you save yourself the stress and anxiety that the vast majority of entrepreneurs end up with, because they end up building BS businesses that are not aligned with how they want to feel. So that's one way you do to help your business, your idea, your company bend to your core. Now the second thing is, you want to make sure your business is aligned to your values. What are your values? What is it that you fundamentally know that you stand for? So I can tell you one of my highest values. One of my highest values is personal growth.